Hello friends, this is Wendy. I thought I would share some of the things that I did while there was hammering and noise in our home. Then I kind of got started working on a page and thought, oh, I really should be videoing this, shouldn't I? Let's see. So this is July 2020. I was working at Walmart. And I'm going to, in this book, I'm going to put a small amount of some of the COVID things, just because it absolutely affected our life. Here I am sitting outside in the heat in North Carolina, telling people, please stay in line, please stay 6 feet apart, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I did make this. I did write something, and what I used was the correspondence stamps by Tim Holtz, and and this was the postcard from correspondence. Everything on here was correspondence, and then the circles. Although this writing here, that's from the Tiny Toadstools, just to try to give the idea of, well, packing and moving. So that was sort of where I was going with that. I find it very interesting. I mentioned this before, but this book was absolutely empty and thin. And now I'm worried that it's going to be way too stuffed full by the time I'm done. So, yeah. Anyway, I purposely, stuffed it with stuff because it was too thin. And now you can see, so here's signature 1, and here's signature 2, and then there's 3 and 4. Yeah. Anyway. The other thing that I am actually currently doing that I decided I better stop and start to video. So this is going to be a 2-page spread. And what I want to do is make this look like a serape. Because, let me find what I'm putting on top. Here it is. I want to put Viva Navidad. This was a parade. These I'm just using to make square. I will be pulling these up. As I have mentioned before, I'm not overly happy with washi tape. It really doesn't stick very well if I want it to stick. It's great for something like this, though. So, and I have it, and yeah. So I want to put this here. I want it to look like a serape. So I'm going to, this was fossilized amber, which is one of my absolute favorite. These are oxides. And then this is squeezed lemonade, which is one of the lightest of the yellows. So that it looks like it's ombre. Is that what that's called when they kind of go darker in the middle? I was going to use water and paint and make my streaks. And I've just covered this so that I don't bleed into this page, because it folds, this folds under, right? And there'll be another page here. Anyway, so, and I want this to go across the 2 pages. So after I finish doing the ombre on this page, then I will move on to the next page. So it looks like a serape. I'm going to put black, and then I'm going to try to pick up this teal. I just got this at Speckled Egg. It's not exact, but I think it will be good enough. And there's a lot of purple in here, and so I'm probably going to pick up one of my purples. And possibly the red. I'll see how it looks. It's really not that much space. And I don't really, because I have red, I don't want the red to get lost on red. So, yeah. So we'll see. So I'm going to continue to work on this. Okay, so let's see if I'm happy. I might have wanted to make it go all the way up to the top, although I think I'm going to do a black line. I was going to do it with a pen, but I think I'll do it with my watercolor pencil as my line. I didn't really want to use water on this because I have photos on the other side and didn't want to warp the page, which I have done. And I don't know. It's learning, for me, it's learning to go from a 12 by 12 page, which does not have another page directly behind it, to working on pages that have common backs with other, with other pages. Overall, I really like this format better, so I will continue to learn. Okay, I kind of want to see whether or not I want to continue on with the whole serape thing, which I had originally planned to do anyway, but see if I want to do that. You know what I also want to do is to put a little bit of white, mount this on white, and then fussy cut a little bit to make it stand out a little more. I don't think it stands out enough. I'm trying to remember what all I had thought about putting here that does not fit. Whether or not I want to do this or put this over here, which I'm thinking over here. Oh, here we go. And then whether to put this here. And then this, I had another picture. And I think I want to continue on. So I'm going to get a little philosophical here. I've been going down this road of accepting challenges, accepting mistakes, accepting imperfections in my life, and not only writing about the perfections. For example, my husband has said more than once, if anybody went through my 12 by 12 scrapbooks, they would think that our entire life was spent at Disneyland or Disney World and just was smiles and happiness and all is well. And one of the things that Joanna, that I had mentioned from Joanna Klein, and she's from Journey to Legacy, that she has mentioned in her workshop and everything, is that we need to write the hard things, and we need to face the hard things, and we need to be able to move forward, or to turn lemons into lemonade, right? You know, that's a saying. So here's a lemon. I didn't put down a protective mat. I don't know whether this would have happened or not, even with a protective mat, because, yeah. So I've got black on here. I tried smudging it off, and I don't know. It clearly, I either have to accept this scar on my picture, or I need to put stars here, you know. And yes, it's a cover up, but it's a not so much a cover up as an improvement, you know. Taking a lemon. I'm trying to get the black off my finger so I don't do even more damage, but you know, that we're taking something that is imperfect, something that a part of our life that is imperfect, a part of our life that causes us pain or unhappiness or whatever, and we adapt and we overcome and we make it better, make it beautiful, make it a beautiful life. So I am going to put something down here. I'm gonna make some decisions and decide what it's gonna be, but when I'm done with this, there won't be black smudges on here. There will be what will look like it was always intended to be. Okay, it's a new day. First, want to share with you, I asked my husband and one of my sons what they thought about what I could do to fix this unsightly smudge that I have on this page, right? And they were like, what smudge? And I was like, this big black one right here. And they're like, what big black? I was like, are you kidding me? And they're like, no, you ink a lot on your pages. Why would we think this was any different? Seriously? I mean, doesn't that look like a mistake? It does to me. And I am going to fix it. But first, I thought I would share. Let's go forward to this page here. I like it. I am going to put photos on it. I will ink the edges also. But I even like the messiness of it. When I think of like a serape blanket, I don't think of it as being, you know, something that like a silk finely whatever. I think of it as a very casual, enjoyable thing. So, but right now, I am going to do this. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this out. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get this put away so that it doesn't get any additional ink on it. Making sure, yep, none on the front. I actually had that happen with one of my books that I made. Right on the very front cover of the little golden book, I got ink on it. And so then I decided I would do some stamping to make it look better. I never did think it looked better. I probably should have just left it alone. But this, I am getting a page protector, just your average everyday page protector to protect this page. Although that one isn't nearly as crucial as this one was, it is good to have a page protector. So I'm going to start with antique linen just because it's easier to start light and then go darker. I also put a paper, I have the page protector there. I'm going to put a paper here because I don't want to get ink all over my page protector, because I actually do use them. I cut them up and I put them over my photos. But I am going to start with antique linen, and then if I don't like that, I will continue to go darker until I am happy. Okay, before I add more color, I cut a bunch of these. So if you didn't know already, it's called Modern Festive. It's one of my absolute favorite of Tim Holtz. I have this piece here that I was thinking of going right up against there. So that actually hides a large portion of what I consider unpleasant. I also have this that I can lay on top of these. I could also lay it on underneath and have this maybe slip right under here. Probably gonna play around with this a little bit. Let's see. I do like that there. Maybe just set it up on top here. I have a bunch of these red ones that I haven't taken them out of their little form yet. Oh, that one fell out. That I can put to camouflage up there. Then I have these. They can go here. And maybe even there. Do I like that? Ooh, I think I do. And then with this on top, or this on top. Oh, I almost like that better. See, I have tried these multiple different ways, but now I think I like this one the best. And then I was going to do this one like here and go up. Is that what I still like? I don't know. I think I will start with this. I might not glue everything all the way down because I might want to cut this up and do some tucking in. felt like it needed a little more height, and I was trying to get it as high as this little mark up here. But I really think with the antique linen and then the ground espresso, this mark looks a lot less unintentional and a lot more intentional. And this down here, I mean, it's totally camouflaged. So yay. Anyway, so tying this in with challenges in life, you know, if you got lemons, make lemonade. I had a spot, and I actually, to be really honest, I like this better than what I had. I looked at this page many times going, there's something missing, and so it was kind of like a happy accident that this happened. And this, but like in life, stuff happens, life happens, illnesses happen, money problems happen, things happen, people are mean to you, and that happens. Oh, that really happens. I probably need to snip these guys. But these things happen, and we can just leave that nasty scar on there, or we can do something to improve our lives. If you followed me at all, you know that I had something happen. A family member has, like, I don't know what I don't know. But anyway, and it hurts, and it's hurt for a long time. But, you know, the only person that I am hurting by hanging on to it is me. So now my husband is sanding or routing or something, so you're going to hear that in the background. But taking this situation, taking something where you have an open wound, and taking it and thinking, how can I take this and make it something better? How can I take this hurt, or how can I take this situation, or how can I learn from it, and how can I improve this situation? Because just sitting and wallowing and going, oh man, every time I see that page, I remember I made a mistake. You know, instead of doing that, it's like, you know, I took a situation, it wasn't ideal, and now I have made it look better. I mean, it's just, that is how I feel about my situation, that I am, one day, well, I will totally get over it. But in the meantime, I'm working at it. I'm working at, as Joanna Klein said, working on self-care, making myself the hero of my story instead of the victim. You know, again, oh look, every time I turn this page, oh look, I mean, to the point where I don't even want to look at that book because of that page, that mistake, that awful thing that happened, that, you know, no, it's let's make, I'm going to be the hero of my story, and I am going to improve on this, and I'm going to improve on my life. And I don't know. I really think that art can reflect your life, and I think that right there was kind of a reflection of my life. And make a mess, you fix it. You know, or somebody makes a mess to you and you make it better. You get over it. You learn to move on, you know. It's I don't know. Art can be very, 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 very helpful when we are going through things that we are unhappy about. Anyway, that was probably a lot, so I'm sorry. But if you enjoyed this, please give it a big thumbs up, hit that notification bell, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope y'all have a sunnier day than I had today. Wendy needs sunshine. Yep, I do. Anyway, so sunshine and rainbows in all of our futures, right? Yeah. Okay. Bye.